I have clearly lost my mind. That's basically what I'm telling myself right now. I've completely lost my mind because like these aren't the only ones I have. At the telltale end of all these videos, I'll tell you guys how much I paid for these. But at the moment, I'm not going Ranger crazed, if that's what you guys are thinking. I do have, who do I have left to review? I finally picked up GDO Springer and Wheelie, so I got those two to review. And I finally got my hands on a Dark of the Moon Megatron, so that reversal is coming. So, yeah. But, yes. As you can tell, today we're taking a look, our very first look on the Bionic Combiners channel, we're taking a look at the Samurai Megazord. Okay, so I guess the first thing to do is to take a look at these things separate. So let's just take all these guys off and take a look at the Lion, since that's the red and red is leader. This doesn't look like a lion at all. This looks really strange. Beyond strange. But that's okay, because he's probably the most complex of them all. So, because it's pretty obvious he forms the torso, so let's get on that. Flip these up, angle that down, flip up his legs, and flip up the head. That was so hard. Set that off to the side. Let's take a look at the bear and the dragon. Now the bear is cool as hell. I like the bear because he's got all this molded in detail in here that I really wish was painted. But oh well, Bandai of America. What are we gonna do? And I forgot to show it off on the lion, but the first three have opening mouths, and that's kind of cool. So yeah, the bear is cool as hell. To turn him into a leg, we're gonna basically just flip up his legs and flip up his foot, and there he is as a leg, which he actually stands. But I'm not gonna take the risk, and I'm just gonna lay it down. And the dragon is easily the weakest one, because this just, yeah, I'm not even gonna try. So transformation, pull the sword off, push this gray tab, drop the helmet, set that off to the side, flip this up, flip this down, and there's your other leg, which you now take your core body, if I don't drop everything. You take these and you drop them onto the lion, or you drop a lion onto it. Here, hold on a minute. This is gonna take. My apologies, people. The batteries just died on me. So yeah, the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna take the monkey, flip this around, which it probably would have been smart for me to show off how the monkey looks first without looking like a moron. Monkey's pretty teeny, pretty cute. So yeah, these pieces flip around and clip together, and that becomes the left arm. The turtle, this little hockey puck excuse for a turtle. You split this open, the head in, flip these things around, rotate the hand, come up and plug that in up there. And we're not done yet, because the very last thing we do is that helmet. We flip it up and drop it on. And then if I can find out where I put that sword, arm him with his sword. And there's the Samurai Megazord in Megazord mode. As you can see, it's kinda cool, to be honest. I wasn't expecting myself to have as much fun with this as I am. Which, that's basically the reason why I bought these, to have fun with them. And basically with the sword you can also take this out, and just like how it shows up on the show, you can just kind of sort of latch that on there. And I don't want to, like, yeah, that's a little long. So I'm just going to take that off and have all my background equipment just completely fall apart. So yeah, I won't be doing any recommendations for this because this isn't for everyone. I just bought it for a whim, and it was a really good price, and it was an entire set. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Hey guys, what's up? Bonkavirus back again with another Megazord Power Ranger thing. Yeah, I didn't plan that. Today, along with the Samurai Megazord, today we're looking at the Clawzord. Yeah, this is continuing what I got from the set, and from a really good price. I like all of these, and I think he's the winner of them all. Simply because he's really kind of cool, and just like, yeah, he's probably the most faithful to his original counterpart. But anyways, yeah, as you can see, he is a big, giant, gold, orange, and blue lobster. This dude is huge. I mean, yeah, just he's not gonna fit on a normal shelf like this. He's big, he's massive, he's a lobster. So yeah, what, like, he really can't do anything in this mode other than go pinchy. So yeah, I was goofing around on Skype with Justin Simpson about that. It was really funny. So yeah, let's start his transformation by pulling this off. And actually taking this and plugging this on, ripping off his face, and for the time being setting this off to the side. His legs, bend them down, rotate them like that, and swing this piece around. Do the same thing to the other side. And there are his legs. Kind of, sort of gotta get this up. Okay, then we're gonna take his arms, bring them down, and flip up the claws, and latch them in. Bring his arms down, latch the claw in, fold those pieces down like that. Take him, spin him around, flip those flat onto his back, split the face in half, flip these around, and this hole will peg in there, and this will peg in there. If I can get this just right. There we go. And there we go. Now the Clawzord in the Megazord mode. Again, he looks really cool. I kind of like the design of it. He just looks kind of cool. I mean, he looks better than the Samurai Megazord by far. And he's got one of the coolest Zord gimmicks ever. Cause like he has a face switch gimmick. Where if you twist that, I bumped the camera. It's basically different directions. Do I know which directions? No. I don't watch the show, so I'm just gonna say that this is Claw Battle Zord Chop mode. Yeah, I didn't plan that out either. Which is basically just take these off, flip the faces around, and plug it on, and just put them into his hands, and he can proceed to cut you. Chop, chop. That's basically his articulation. That's basically each one of these things' articulation, which is next to nothing. So yeah, let's pull those out and kind of just set them off to the side, because our next face is that one. So we come underneath here and we pop this piece off. And you guessed it, it's a fan. Yeah, that's kind of stupid. This is definitely the weakest of the faces. But there is one more face. And what that face is, you're just gonna have to wait for a different video. So all in all, well, actually, before I get into my overall opinion, let's bring in the Samurai Megazord. Yeah, they're basically about the same size. Maybe the Samurai Megazord is just a little taller at best. But yeah. Clawzord. He's kind of cool. I would recommend him. I feel that he would be the best one to get just on his own, because he's actually a lot of fun and he looks cool on the shelf. I definitely do like him. So with this said, this is Michael Byner signing out from the video review of the Power Ranger Samurai Clawzord. This thing doesn't even fit in shot. Well, we're taking a look at the Bullzord now, and this is the last of the three big actual Megazords. And of the three, he is easily the weakest. You'll see why I say that in a minute. But yeah, he's massive, and he's got a giant machine gun turret thing on his right side that he can proceed to blow you to smithereens with. And then you take, and he's got these missile, or these little things. I can't even describe this thing. So yeah, the bull that looks strange. That's pretty much all I can really say about it. So, let's get on with it. To transform this thing, we're basically just going to stand him up. And that was basically 50% of the work right there. Actually, no, 50 doesn't even begin to justify it. That's pretty much 75% of the work right there. Take off the gun, take off the missile packs, flip them around, flip the missile things down, plug them on. As this camera refuses to stay put, which I'm gonna have to fix that in just a second anyways. The gun fits into his hand, and then you open his face. And that, my friends, is the Samurai Bullzord in Megazord mode. Compared to the Japanese version, this one looks kind of skinny. Yeah, just if you're gonna get any of them, don't get him unless you know for a fact you're buying everything. If you're not buying everything and you're just getting the 3 main Zords, don't even bother with this thing. Just he's pointless. He's entirely pointless. As a whole set with everything else, he's worth it as the final piece, if you stop to think about it. But anyways, that's it. That's pretty much the Bullzord. He's not really, there's nothing really here much to talk about. So, yeah, there's the Clawzord, and there's the Samurai Megazord, and my table probably hates me right now, so I'm just gonna take all this off. That's it. Power Ranger Samurai Bullzord. Hey guys, what's up? I'm back again with another part of this Samurai Megazord stuff. This is just 3 of the auxiliary Zords. Which I'm gonna do the weakest ones first, and then I'm gonna do the actually pretty damn cool one in its own separate video. But yeah, these are the abominations of auxiliary Zords. So yeah, I think that the one that has the best gimmick is this one, the Beetle, simply because when you roll him around on the ground, his head spins to make it seem as if he's a drill, which I kind of like that. I think that's kind of cool. The fish, like, it's kind of hard to see, but as you roll him, his tail just flies around everywhere. And the tiger, you basically push his arms forward and spin the wheel, and he begins to drill you into submission. That's so stupid! So stupid, yet so amusing. So yeah, on their own, that's all they do. So what else can they do? Well, actually, there is another thing that they can do, but I don't feel like showing it off just yet. 'Cause we have this to combine these things with. We'll start with the Beetle, who I feel is the second weakest. Because basically you just take off the helmet, get rid of the sword, take this guy, just rip his face off. Because then you're going to proceed to split open the bottom horn. As I raise the camera. I'm getting tired of seeing this set at an awkward angle. You proceed to plug that on as a completely ridiculously looking new head. Flip down this handle, plug it into his hand. That's a gun. I remember in the show the whole beetle was the back of the like attached to the back. And the face would close up around it, which clearly enough it could do here, to insinuate its drilling mode, or its beetle blast mode. This is the Beetle Blaster Megazord. Yeah, this is an epic fail. This is just an epic fail. Come on, get off! Get off! As you can see, these things are very, very tight on him. So yeah, let's just do our best to get everything off. Plug all this back together. Set him off to the side. And now we're taking a look at the weakest of them all. Because basically, you rip off the fish's face, push this up, raise these up, and pray this actually clips on all the way, which that time it did, which that doesn't look any better than the beetle, which you can now proceed to rip off the monkey, take the swordfish, stab the sword into it, plug it in, yeah. By far, of the three of these guys, he's the weakest. Just on his own, he is the weakest. Just stay far away from him. So, yeah, let's just attempt to put this abomination of a toy back together. And get in there. Actually, the pretty much, I think, is the coolest one of all these. We're gonna rip off his tail and his face, plug these together, and attach it. Which would probably make sense if I were to put his other arm back on. We're then going to proceed to take each of the drills off, plug them on. We're going to come to the back and flip this tab up. And we're going to plug... Hold on, this is going to get a little weird. And wonky. And then just plug this in. Lift this up as best as you can, and there you go. There's the Tiger Drill Megazord. It's probably the most effective one, but still kind of stupid nonetheless. So yeah, I'm just gonna rip this off and push that down. Which actually no, I need that up. Damn it! Get off! Because now that we have these guys come on! So now that we have these guys what they look like attached to the Samurai Megazord, let's take a look at what they can do when they're attached together. So we're going to take this off, leave this like this, because we're going to take the beetle, tear this leg off, flip it around, and plug it in up here. Take off the other leg, take the swordfish, flip it around, plug it in there. Take the swordfish tail, rip it off, kind of flip the little flipper things down. Take this piece, and you're going to attach it here, and you're going to attach it here and here. Like that. You're going to take this tail and flip it around. Take the tiger, come underneath here, and just kind of attach this. Oh, I'm sorry. You're actually supposed to flip this piece around before you even try to attach it. But you're also supposed to pull off the crest. Wow, I didn't plan this out at all. Why aren't you attaching? Ugh, there we go. There we go. I wasn't putting it on right. Piece of shite. I'm 9 minutes into this. Come on, please work. So then you take this, plug it in, take this, plug it in. I pop the tiger off again, I pop that off. Things just pop off left and right with these things. Take the crest, plug this onto the horn, and proceed to plug the horn on here. And this is your Samurai Battle Wing. Which this looks kind of ridiculous. He's kind of cool in the show though. I won't lie. He just flies around and then epically owns everything. But we're still not done. Because we're going to be taking off the crest again. And then we're going to be taking off the tiger head again. Turning this back into its helmet. If I can get it to stay, if I can get it to go together. And we're gonna pop this on. I'll just do that off camera. Because you basically just take this whole thing, lift it up, and just attach him. Which is easier said than done. Which is, like I said, easier said than done. Take my word for it, it's supposed to attach. It's just being a pain in the ass right now. So, yeah. Samurai Battle Wing is a bit of a... These toys are a bit of an epic fail. If you're not getting the whole set, don't even bother with these guys. So that's it. I wasn't expecting this video to be this long, so yeah, I'll just catch you guys next time. Hey guys, what's up? Uncle Byron's back again with another Zord review. This time we're going to be taking a look at the Octozord, who I feel, as an auxiliary Zord, is the best out of all of them. Simply because he's just kind of cool. And like, just his gimmick actually plays to what he's supposed to be, which is a squid. Which you basically just fold his legs up like this, lay him flat on the ground, And as you roll him, his squid legs spin. That's awesome. Like, I don't know why. I just think that's really, really cool. There we go. So yeah, otherwise he really doesn't do anything other than just stand there. So let's bring in the Samurai Megazord again. How is this thing gonna attach to him? Actually, quite simply. As we lift this camera up and hope and pray it stays, because I've been having problems with it throughout all these videos, is we're actually going to split this into 3 different pieces. We're going to split it here, we're going to lift this up, and we're going to split it here. We're going to take this, extend this, and then we're going to clip it on like this, which makes sense if you flip this up. Clip it on like, oh jeez. Yeah, just clip it on. This, you basically just open this up and you slide it into his hand and hope and pray it stays. And I just kick the table because I felt like it. Anyways, you're gonna flip this around, plug it in, which it says to do it like that, which I find a little ridiculous. So what I do is I flip this down a little bit, and then I untab it, and I flip it forward like that. So now it actually looks like it's attached to the Zord. Kind of silly, but I like it. Kind of definitely does look as if it adds something to it, which a lot of people say he doesn't. Just work with it. So yeah, that's all he does with Samurai Megazord. So what can he do? What else can he do? We have another Zord, the Clawzord. If you remember that one other face. That one other face. Take this piece. We'll flip that tab down before you go to plug this in. But yeah. It's a very tight plug. But once you get it on, it's on. And now this bit is a bit of an epic fail. Because the box shows him holding it like this. But actual instructions that I've seen have you hold him like a sword, like this. That's stupid. So I went with what Shuki did, and the tab that is right here, I kind of sort of just lazily lay that in there and kind of fold this up and hope and pray it stays. And that looks better. That looks a lot better. So yeah, that's basically what Octozord can do with Clawzord. And he basically makes Claw Battle Zord North, since that's actually featured on the box. Come on! There we go. Oh, and so, yeah. We're still not done with Octozord, because we have all his pieces. What else can we do with the mighty Octozord? Well, bring the Samurai Battle Wing into the picture. Something can be added. And here is what can be added. You take this and move this over here. take this, pop this off, and move that back over here. Take this and pull it off at its various points again. We're going to build a stand. Take this, fold these pieces down, flip this up, and basically just fit it in there. Now we flip this. Okay, hold on. This is gonna... I can already tell this is gonna be a bit of a pain in the butt. So yeah, once you get it like that, you take this whole thing and plug it on. Then you plug on little dude. Then you take the crest, put it onto the tiger. Then you take this whole thing and just set it down there. And there is the samurai battle cannon. Yep, this is really ridiculous. But I like it. For what it's supposed to be, I like it. I mean, like, it's not a cannon whatsoever. I mean, the only part of it that I'm convinced is a cannon is this. It's just, this looks really kind of just, it looks as if animals are plastered all over the thing. But you know what? For what it is, I like it. I am a bit of a sucker for Power Ranger stuff. So that's it. That is the review on the Octozord. And I'll catch you guys in the next video, which has a little bit of combination with everything. Before I get into that video about everything combining with each other, I am going to show you guys what these guys look like combined together. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to take Claw Guy out real quick, because we're not going to need him for the time being. Take him, pull off his helmet, flip this around, because for the next few videos we're probably not going to need this thing. And we're going to fit this in, and it's supposed to plug in, hope and pray it stays. Clip that down. There we go. We're going to flip his head down, take this and flip it back, and fold these down like this. Then we're going to rip off the legs and kind of just leave him laying there. Take Clawzord and pretty much almost completely disassemble him. Take these pieces off. Like, yeah. It's a giant gargled mess right now. So what do? Well, basically what we do is we rotate the camera down. We take the legs, and we have to make sure it's the right pieces. We plug these pieces on, rotate, 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 and take this whole piece and plug it on. And then take this, flip this around, flip that down, flip this around, and plug that on, which allows this thing to stand finally, which also allows us to lift this camera up to get a closer look at what we do to the top. We're gonna take this piece and this piece. We're gonna come in here and flip out the face, and we're gonna cover it, and we're gonna cover Clawzord's face with that face. And we're gonna take this whole thing, if it'll work for me. This will plug in like this, and surprising enough, it holds together. And there is the claw armor Megazord, which I feel is pretty damn badass looking. Oh wait, almost forgot. You gotta take this piece and plug it on. There we go. Stop freaking moving. Thank you. Which you can then proceed to arm him with his own weapons. And there we go. So yeah, that's basically the ending to my Octozord review. I didn't mean for this one to be a full review, so yeah. Bogbar signing out from the combinations. Hey guys, what's up? I'm back again with a brand new Power Rangers review. This time it is on the Power Rangers Samurai, Sharkzord and Lightzord. Yeah. Sharkzord's cool, Lightzord. Yeah, just yeah. Sharkzord, pretty cool. I like him. His transformation is kind of stupid. We should basically just pull all this off, and this comes off and combines as a new helmet for the Samurai Megazord, which this is stupid on him. So I'm just gonna put this back together. And if you have the 4-inch Ranger figures, which I don't, you can plug these on, you can put those on them as weapons, which is kind of cool. And this is supposed to be a roleplay weapon, so you can hold them as a sword and beat people with it. His gimmick, push the button, and his head flies forward. So yeah, he's cool. Lightzord is a bit of a fail. So basically, he can transform by pulling this off, folding this in half, folding up his spider legs, which these spider legs almost never stay together. Take these pieces off, plug them on up here, pull these off, and then plug them back on like this. Take this piece, plug it on like this, and then rotate this. And there's the Lightzord. Yeah. Each one of these has a handle for those things to hold. Which, basically, when I said these guys are a review, I lied. We're really going to be doing these guys today. The final combination, which I will be adding those two guys. Simply because I feel that, because damn it, I want to use them. So, let's get on with it. Yeah, I lied again. I'm not doing it now. But yeah, here's a sneak peek of what's coming next. Yeah, that's pretty much the ending of Lightzord and Sharkzord, so I will just see you guys later. Okay. So here it is, the final combination of these things. Yes, I'm using my bed, because that's basically how I'm going to get all this in shot. So we're basically taking the Samurai Battle Cannon, the Bullzord, and the Claw Armor Megazord, along with the Shark Zord and Light Zord as bonuses, and we're combining it all into the Samurai Gigazord, which I personally like calling it the Ultra Zord. That's just me. So yeah, let's just get on with it. First things first, we're going to have to take apart this one a bit, and we do that by taking off the swords and attaching these up here. Which in the initial video for this thing, I was supposed to lay those down and fold these back up like this, which I forgot to do that. But yeah, here you're gonna flip all this forward and flip these up for the claw configuration. Take this piece off, and basically, a case of I don't know where to put it, you put it on down here. Which, if you see my face every now and again, it's just that this thing is huge, and I kind of have to reach over. So yeah, you pull his arms off, pull these pieces off, and there you go. That's basically all you do with him. Now for Bullzord, what you're going to be doing is you're going to be ripping these pieces off, and we're going to set all this off to the side. Close up his face, rip his chest plate off, put that into our pile of parts. Pull these stand things down and extend his legs. Remove the discs and set him back there. Now we're going to take the Samurai Sushi Blaster, or the Samurai Battle Cannon. Sorry, Spada, I had to. I'm trying to remember how this works. Oh, okay, yeah, I remember. I remember. So yeah, we're gonna pull the octo legs off. And then this set of octo legs, we're actually going to flip open like this. And we're going to plug in the tiger which way? Yeah, this way. Okay. So that's the only way that tiger head is going to attach. And we're going to come to the back of this guy. And we're going to flip this tab back down. And we're going to take this, and exactly the same way this is attached to the Octo Spear Megazord is how this will attach. You basically just orient this to your liking to make sure it'll fit. Plug it in, and it'll just sit there. It's not going anywhere unless you smack this thing really hard, which I've done that before. And that, let's just say that wasn't pretty. So again, we're going to take this, slap that onto the front of this, and then we're going to take this chest plate, slap that on, and then we're going to take the Bullzord, spin this around, this, well, actually, you're supposed to pull the drills off. You take this whole thing, and it will all just plug in up here. Oh yeah, you're supposed to lift the bull head up too. And there you go. What you're then going to do is you're going to take one of the discs right here. I specifically use the water one for the back. And you plug it on up there. Slide another one onto the gun, which this thing does rotate. And then basically you can do whatever you want with these. Basically I turn them into their animal modes, since these things lack the origami mode. So yeah, basically I just turn these things back into their animal forms, and I plug them on down here. If they'll go on. Then we're going to take the drills, plug them onto the arms of the Bull Megazord. Now this is where it's going to get a little whacked. You're going to take these, flip these up, flip the claws up, and in hopes that you can actually get these to attach without knocking everything else over, plug these on up here, which all these are going to be at an awkward set angle. It's just the way the figures are made. You're going to have to deal. So, yeah. Now the fun part. Well, actually before the fun part. We're going to take these and plug these on as the Gigazord arms. And now the fun part. We're going to take this whole thing and we're going to stand it on to, and we're going to make sure it stands on this. Which will then going to pop on the cannon, and we're going to plug the cannon in back here. And then we're going to flip this piece around and tap that on to the lion's arm connection point. And I guess if you don't have the Shark Zord and the Light Zord, you can just place that in there. I generally don't do that because I have the Light Zord, which what I do with him is I turn him into lantern mode, basically. And pull these pieces off. Since there's no other place to plug these pieces in, you can just take them and plug them on as if you were turning them into spider mode, only this time you're going to come back here and pull out a handle. Extend his hand and put it in. Take this guy. You can extend his head if you want. I generally don't. You're going to flip out his handle and put him in. And there you go, people. There is the Samurai Gigazord in all of its complexity. This thing is gigantic. It's my biggest figure in my collection. Like, simple as that. It's just an abomination. just... Okay. Elephant in the room is basically what's going through everyone's mind. How much did you pay for this, BC? How much was this entire concoction? This whole concoction with these and a free figure, Dark of the Moon Megatron, by the way, I paid a grand total of $5. I'm not joking. I paid a grand total of $5 for this whole thing. He is more than worth $5. Will I sell this? Probably not. But if it really came down to it, I probably will. And just, yeah, he's really big. Like, he doesn't fit on any normal shelves because he's just too big. But he can... I have his box, so I can just set him on top of that and have him chill there. Or at least somewhere on the floor with his box. So, yeah. There you go, people. There's the Samurai Gigazord in all of its glory. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll catch you next time.